Hey y'all, it's Maya back with another video, and this video is really just to update y'all on where I've been in my life and future plans for the podcast. Because honestly, these last 5-6 months, a lot has happened, but at the same time, nothing's really going on. So I'm just going to try to give y'all an update on where I am now and kind of some future plans that I have for myself and for the podcast. And then also just talk to y'all a little bit about the importance of taking care of your mental health, because that is something that has played a key factor in how these last few months of my life have gone, really trying to maintain positive mental health and really making sure I'm focusing on, building myself up in that area. So let's just get right into it. So May 1st of 2021, this year, I graduated from UAB with my bachelor's degree. That was a really, really big accomplishment for me, mostly because I'm a first generation college student, and also my family, specifically my parents, my mom and dad, were really big on me and my siblings getting an education and having a good life for ourselves. And so when my dad passed away, I made a promise to myself and to him that I would finish school. No matter how hard I wanted to quit, I made a promise that I would finish no matter what. And I did just that. So I dedicated my degree to not only me, but to my dad. May he rest in peace. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. And so, once you graduate, the next step is grad school, going into the workforce, just basically trying to find something to do with your degree, putting your degree to use. And that has been a struggle for me, honestly. Like, why does nobody talk about how hard post-grad life is? Like, I promise you, all throughout college, all my professors, advisors, alumni, literally everybody hyping up, getting a degree and getting a good job in your field, how easy it was gonna be, putting your degree to use. Let me just tell y'all right now, that was a lie. That was a lie. I have been deceived. I have been led astray, y'all. It is hard out here. And people really need to talk about that, because a lot of people graduate college with such big expectations. But the reality is, these jobs don't want us. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just been my experience. Because, some people get out of school. They go to, like I said, they go back to get a master's degree or go to professional school, med school, dental school, things like that. And some people do find a job in their field, and, that's great for them. No way am I discrediting that in any way. But in my experience, it has been really hard finding a job in my field. And so that has been kind of my biggest struggle. And that was one of the reasons that I kind of took a break from recording videos for this podcast, is because I was really trying to get my life on track, figure out what I'm doing, trying to get above water, because quite frankly, I feel like I'm in a big pool and I'm sinking. I'm sinking, but every day I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm slowly taking strides to get myself above water. But right now it's giving very much, I'm still sinking, but we gonna get there. So yeah, that's been a thing that has happened. I also moved into my very first apartment on my own. So last year I did have an apartment, but I live with a roommate. So I am currently living by myself, and let me tell y'all, this is ghetto too, okay? It's very ghetto here. Not my apartment. Like, my apartment itself is very nice. The neighborhood that I live in, it's quiet, it's safe, the neighbors are friendly, all of that good stuff. But let's talk about the cost of living in Birmingham, okay? My rent is ridiculous. For one bedroom, I'm paying entirely too much money. But again, that's just one of those things where you live and you learn. I was in a rush to find an apartment, and so I took what was available to me, but that was kind of on me because I waited till the last minute to start looking for apartments. So now I know in the future, don't wait till the last minute. be proactive and go ahead and be actively looking if I know that I'm making steps to find a new apartment or whatever the case may be. Just be proactive instead of kind of prolonging it, procrastinating, that's the word. Instead of procrastinating, putting things off. But yeah, I love my apartment. I love having my autonomy, my freedom. It's really nice. I get peace and quiet. So after a long day of work, I can come home, lay down, watch Netflix, and, you know, just chill in my own space without nobody trying to talk to me. And, you know, I love talking to people, but I talk to people all day at work. So when I come home, I just want to be quiet. Don't nobody call me. Don't nobody text me. Don't bother me, okay? So yeah, I love it here. So that's the thing that has happened as well. So those were the two major things, or two or three major things that have happened to me since I graduated, you know, getting my degree, moving to my own apartment. And over the last 6 months, I've had 2 jobs. So I had, once I graduated, I had applied to so many jobs, and y'all, I was declined. Like every job I applied for, it was like, nope, we don't want you. Nope, you're not good enough. Nope, you don't meet the requirements. Nope, you don't have the right degree. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Literally every job I applied for, I was denied. And y'all, just imagine how like discouraging that is. When that happened to me, I just wanted to give up. I wanted to say, forget it. I don't need no job, no ways. You know, these people don't want me. Oh, well, that's their loss. But y'all, that was not the right mindset to have, because I just needed to be in a more positive space. Because just because you're denied one day or one opportunity, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. Something better opens. And so that's just kind of the way I've been trying to look at it. When all these positions were saying no, God was saying, you know, in the background, it's like, okay, you know, I'm working on something bigger. I'm working on something better for you, okay? So that's just the way I've been looking at it, trying to be positive about the whole situation. But yeah, like I said, I got all of those no's. And then eventually I did get one yes. So my very first job post-graduation was as a technician in an eye clinic. So I was working with a retina specialist as a technician. So patient workup, dilating people's eyes, checking vision, you know, all of that good stuff. And it was a very interesting experience for me. It taught me a lot about the things that I find most important in a job, because at first I was like, you know, I just really want I want to work somewhere that's going to pay me, that's going to give me the hours, and that I'm going to stay busy. Like that was all that was on my mind. But let me tell you how quickly I learned the importance of work-life balance. Like, it's all fine and dandy until you work in 12-hour shifts 5 days a week, you know? That's not the life for me. And, you know, again, kudos to people who can do that. But for Maya, that is just not the way I'm built. I can't do that. I was tired every day. I was drained. I was cranky. I didn't want to do anything. Like, I had no social life. Like, literally, I was work, home, eat, sleep, repeat. That's it, you know? And so I was like, no, this isn't really the life that I want to live. So I kept looking for jobs. And then finally, one of the jobs that I had applied for, funny story, that had actually previously denied me, they were like, okay, we're going to take another look at your application. And y'all, I had forgot I applied for this job because I was literally applying for everything. If I met one requirement on that list and nothing else, you can believe I applied for it, because a closed mouth don't get fed. So all I can do is try, and all they can do is say yes or no. So that's what I was doing. So I had forgot I had applied for this job. And so they sent me an email or either called me. I forget whichever one it was. But whatever, they reached out to me and they were like, yeah, we want to interview you. You know, let's set up a time for an interview. So I set up the interview, did the group interview. It went really well. And it turned out even better than I expected. So I interviewed for one position with this department. And then they were like, well, you know what? We were so impressed by you that we want to consider you for a higher position. And I did the quotation marks because they wanted to hire me. They could have just said, we want to hire you for a higher position. But, you know, they said, we want to consider you for a higher position with a higher pay. And I was like, period. Okay, what do I need to do? They're like, put in the application for this, that, and that. So I did all of that. And, you know, here I am working for that job now. So, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on as well. So yeah, that's just a little life update. And as far as my podcast, y'all, I have been thinking about y'all probably every single day. I was like, Lord, I have started this podcast. I'm passionate about it. I want to be committed to it. You know, I have people who listen to my videos, who look forward to my videos, and who really care about what I have to say. So it's only right that I keep my commitment to them and I become more consistent in posting content for you all to listen to and enjoy. So I'm going to start being more consistent. I'm going to try to get myself to, you know, record some more videos, be more active on my social media, and just be engaged with you all. You know, figure out what you all want to hear, what you all want to talk about, who you all want to see on this podcast. Like, I have such big visions and such big aspirations for this podcast, and I know that I can accomplish all of those things. I just have to put in the work to do it. And I'm not gonna lie to myself, I have not been putting in the work to do that, but I'm telling y'all now, I'm promising you all that I am going to start putting in the work to be more consistent and give y'all the content that you're looking for. So that's where I'm going with my podcast. So yeah, if y'all have any suggestions on what I should talk about, what y'all want to hear about, please leave that in the comments. Feel free to DM me on my social media page. Instagram is at @the_Butterfly Effect Podcast. And you can also find me on Facebook, The Butterfly Effect Podcast. It's a white background with the purple butterflies, and it says The Butterfly Effect Podcast in black letters. So feel free to reach out with me with ideas and suggestions on what I should talk about, what you all want to hear about, and how I can be more active and engaged with you all. But that kind of brings me into my last point. Another reason that I have not been consistent with this podcast, as I mentioned previously, is because I have been having such a battle with my mental health. I joked a lot about how, you know, post-grad life is hard and how did nobody tell us this. But really, it's not a joke. It's serious. In my experience, it has been really hard, really rough. And it has taken a lot of adjustments for me to get used to this life after graduation. When I was in school, I was so involved, literally had a packed schedule every single day, between classes, campus involvement, volunteering, you name it. I was always busy on the go. So just that dynamic right there, changing that dynamic where now all I do is work and come home, or I may, you know, go visit family or my boyfriend on the weekends or something like that. But the majority of the time I go to work and I come home. That has really taken a toll on me because that's just not who I am. I enjoy being active. I enjoy being involved, being engaged. So I've been looking for opportunities to keep myself engaged. But honestly, it's been hard. And so I would say to you all who are also struggling with post-grad life, really, you know, put yourself out there, try new opportunities, new experiences, travel, you know, go after that job you really want, apply to that school for that program you really want to be a part of. Basically, whatever dreams and aspirations you have, go for it, because that's what's going to keep you going. Find motivation and something positive in every single day, you know, because that's what's going to help with your mental. And then when things are becoming stressful and you're overworked, you know, being overworked and you're just tired and need a break, take those breaks. Have your favorite snack, watch your favorite movie, go take a shower, you know, whatever self-care looks like for you, do that. And, you know, it's so funny. I used to hate the term self-care because I'm like, you know, I care for myself every day. Like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't really understand it until I really needed it. I needed to start taking better care of myself. And so now that I'm starting to do those things, I'm starting to have more energy, you know, I'm starting to be happier and more satisfied with my life because honestly, some of these days, over these past 5-6 months, again, it's been hard. So, take the time to care for yourself. Spend time with people you love, spend time with people you care about, and also free yourself of negativity, baby. Okay, like free yourself of negativity. I can't stress that enough. Those people in your life, those things in your life, those habits that you can't break, take the steps you need to break those connections, to break those chains, to, loose yourself from those things that are holding you back and that are bringing you down. Because once you do that, it's going to feel like a weight was lifted off of your shoulder. And again, I don't know what that may look like for you, or who you need to get rid of, or what you need to get rid of, but maybe that's a conversation that you need to have with God. Pray to God that he puts you into a space to where you can flourish, where you can thrive. No one holding you back, no one standing in the way of an opportunity. And that person may be yourself too, okay? Ask God to move you out of your own way, so that way you're not blocking yourself from your blessings and from your happiness and from your peace. So, all I can say is just take care of your mental health, okay? Take care of your mental, because if you're in a bad headspace, if you're not, mentally happy, mentally motivated, whatever the case may be, then life is going to be really, really hard for you. So do the things that you need to get your mental together. Go to therapy, start journaling, go for walks, exercise. Like I said, whatever self-care looks like for you, do those things for you. Okay. But yeah, that's really all that I wanted to talk about in this video. So please like this video, comment, share. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications, because this is not the last you will hear from me. And again, if you have any comments or suggestions about what I should talk about and what you want to hear on my podcast, please comment down below, or like I said, DM me on my social media. And just let me know how to keep y'all active, how to keep y'all engaged, because like I said, I love talking to y'all. I'm here for y'all. And just remember that, whenever you need someone in your corner, I'm here for you. Okay. I'm rooting for you. Whatever you want to accomplish in life, you can accomplish those things. Okay. But don't ever let anybody tell you you can't, because when God says yes, no man can say no. So have faith in yourself, have faith in your abilities, and just find the positivity and the light in each day and keep moving forward. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.